Right, so we might have a solid setup here, I want to say. Risk entry would be right here. I'm looking at this. See if this inverses. Don't see if it's a 30-second or not. No, it's not. It's a 15. The logic here is we sweat this liquidity. We have this order block here. Uh, we got 30-second order block here. Okay, we got the inversion. Let's see. Stop by there. I'm gonna use the dodgy break-even methodology here. Let's go to the big boy. So that would be his stop loss to break even. That right there is actually decent. So, we're in the last 15 minutes of the day, which is when we anticipate a draw towards untapped liquidity, which you can see here is here. And God, it kind of sucks. I didn't take a big bet. It's whatever. I'm still developing the last details, I'd say, of the lower time frame entry model. Um, like when do I specifically qualify that? You know, could have been bloody there, I guess. it's 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 quite likely, I think, to go down here. And all right, let me go over the logic of it again. Last 15 minutes, we're gonna spool towards an untapped area of liquidity, as ICT has taught us. Now, for today, ever since the first move, really, those guys haven't been stopped, right? But they've had their stops there. And so basically that's the untapped liquidity, and that helps us with bias. And then we combine that with looking at, okay, we have our order block, and then we take the model, right? Order block, do we have lower time frame liquidity? Yes, we do. There. Do we get another order block from there? That's the thing. We didn't get the 1 minute order block. Like imagine we got a 1 minute order block there. That would have been my entry, but we didn't. Which sucks. Uh, but basically this was a 30-second order block. Um, and I also kind of just like the alertness, like how it just taps it, moves, taps, body's cleared, respective move. I think it speaks, but bodies can't stay. That's I don't. That's nothing I really care too much about. Okay, see if we spool chat. Basically, this is the order block. Mm, This used to be my old entry strat. I will basically go short there because we got order block from order block. I'll try it, and then I would have the stop just above, and so it would be like quite a low risk, high reward, and I would use it at the open usually and at the 1 minute time frame. So I would wait for like we would sweep a double bottom, and then we would off the double bottom, you would get the candle that swept the order block. I would use, or swept the liquidity, which is the internal range high. That's the one I would use. And then I would this is where pretty much I'd buy it, like exit. I just hold it until the first internal range low, and that was it. That used to be my model, but because it was the 9:30 open, that was quite a big move, right? And so, yeah, it got me funded my first time and my first payout. But then it shifted away because I kind of got a bad streak with it. I cashed out, I think, 4K, and then I blew that account. And then after that, I just couldn't make it work again. I don't know why. Um, and so then I kind of shifted to this other order block strat. All right, order block 1, order block 2, order block. Does this qualify? No, it doesn't. So to me, it can't sweep this one, pero not this one. Right, so we should run towards this low. Mm, yeah, just chill, chill out, chat. We anticipate the move to go down there. Uh, yeah, maybe I should have done this as a live stream, but it's whatever. Some liquidity build up here. Sweep here is likely, I'd say. I'm gonna de-risk this trade. So what happens here? Okay, we didn't. Okay. But basically we have liquidity here. That's what I was. If we qualify this as a ugly order block, which is, I guess, it's a very low time frame order block. Um, then yes, this is a order block, but no, I'm more right now just trusting the draw that we don't have time to sweep this high. And if we do, well, maybe I'm wrong. Make it a free trade. Because we shouldn't go up here when we're in such a hurry to get down here ahead of the close. Let's see. Will we spool? So we're closing in 2 minutes. I think it'll want to sweep this one. It's logical. What's the risk reward of this one? It's like this, right? Or was it? Yeah. Or was it there? That one would make sense. No, I took it off the inverse, I think. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, I hope you learned something from that. I'm kind of sad I just traded with Mon Micro, but yeah, it wasn't an A plus setup. But I'll study this and see if it is an A plus setup. But basically, the main takeaway of this video I want you to take away is why did we trade last 15? Because we anticipate a spool towards untapped liquidity of the day. Why was it here? Well, it was basically the open range low, and then we had double bottom, right? It's there. And then we align that with the other things. Like look at this. Look at this flag here. Look at the order flow here. What's happening? Breakouts below, double tops, consolidation, double tops, double top, double top, double top, breakdown below, flag, higher time frame, boom, sweep it. What's order flow doing? Everyone's going short every time. It's not the same amount of people going long because we don't break like longs to the same degree, right? So I want you to take away that logic and look at that sweep. Right. So I want you to take away that logic. I want you to take away how we have liquidity just above there. If we would have had a 1 minute order block from this, that would have been an A plus. I would have been full size and I would have made a lot more money than I did, but it wasn't. And so I'm still getting comfortable, brutally honest, with the lower time for the second order block. How valid are they? How do I qualify them? Like uh, is not super clear to me yet. Yet, right? Also, I think ahead of the macro, a takeaway is how are we engineer liquidity there? Like the macro is 1545, right? This is something else to study. The move is going to begin around here, right? So how are we engineer liquidity here? What direction are the fake outs lower? It was bearish, right? And bullish, I guess. Yeah, I don't have a clear answer for that, but in general, you can see how liquidity is moving, like what the move is for the macro before. Like, so that's something you can backtest if you want. But yeah, that's probably not my best video ever, but some live execution for you. Sorry, it's not live. Um, Sucks I did other live streams, no good setup, and then live stream, decent setup, and I don't stream it, but whatever. See ya, guys.